Shalom. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach Double honors the apostles, the elders, great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. This is going to be something quick. This video came up on my IG when I was going through. And I'm going to play it, let you check it out.
Hey, bro, you good?
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
You sure? You got to ride back home?
Yeah.
Okay, you see what happened in Northern Wales? You know what I'm saying? I got all y'all laughing.
Get all out of here.
Ain't nobody leaving, huh? You sure you got to ride, bro? You got your phone with you? I just want to make sure, bro. You feel me? Take care of your people.
Hey, Phil, that's a real nigga right there, Phil. I ain't gonna lie, that's a real nigga.
Hey.
So you saw the video. You know, he asked the Jake, you know, Israelite man right there. He asked him, "Are you okay? You got your phone on you? You need help?" And then the thing is, what they started doing when he's asking him these things, they start laughing. You know, one of them talking about, "Get out of here." I'm gonna play again right quick so you can see it.
You good?
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
You sure? You got to ride back home?
Yeah.
Okay, you see what happened in Northern Wales? You know what I'm saying? I got all y'all laughing.
Get all out of here.
Ain't nobody leaving, huh? You sure you got to ride, bro? You got your phone with you? I just want to make sure, bro. You feel me?
So you see that? I'm talking about, get out of here. You know, but no, this is the reality of the situation. You know, listen, the scriptures tell us we can't be ignorant of Satan's devices. Okay? We cannot be ignorant. These things are happening out here. You know, these devils, these Edomites, they want to move on you. And pretty soon, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is going to allow them to move on you. That's all there is to it. You know, and they're slowly but surely they're doing stuff right now. You're seeing all these Jakes and Eves being found strung up, hanging from trees. You know, it's wild, but it's happening. You know, and they're trying to, you know, label all this stuff as self-inflicted, you know, suicide and things of that nature. But come on, we understand through the trauma we went through back in slavery, Jim Crow era, and so forth. Jake and Eve, Israelites, are not hanging themselves on trees. Like, no, it's not going down. So we understand that this stuff is happening. This is, you know, it's not by our own means. It's through fault of these Edomites. That's what's going on. And that Jake in the video, that older Jake in the video, he was being real. You know, just making, you know, ask him if he's okay. Do you need help? Do you got your phone on you? Because I said Jake sent amongst, I think it was what, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 Edomites just hanging out with him. He's the only Jake, you know, in the group. After what happened with Nolan Wells and so many others, man, like Jake. Oh, I'd say this. Well, let me get this scripture right quick, cause give me one moment. This is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish; they have not known me. They are Sodom's children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. This is what happens to Jake and Eve, who don't listen to the scriptures. This is what happens when you don't teach your children the proper understanding of these scriptures. But the only ones who are going to have the proper understanding are the prophets. We understand that these Jakes and Eves out here in Christianity, they don't know anything. But the proper understanding of scriptures, you got to know, because these things will help keep you safe and give you better understanding of how things are moving out here in this earth. After what happened with Nolan Wells, look at Jake just sitting there thinking that, oh, this can't happen to me. You're just sitting right next to these Edomites. You don't think that's going to happen? That can't happen to you? It can happen to you. So that scripture says, my people are foolish. You Israelites, you so-called black, Hispanics, Native Americans, you're foolish. You're foolish. This is why we go out to the highways and hedges. This is part of it. We're trying to help you understand certain things according to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahshua's words. All this stuff going on. See, Jake ain't gonna get it, though. There's gonna be more examples. There will be more examples. And this is judgment going out. Let me get this. This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 12. Start at verse 10. We bring this out a lot. But we bring out a lot because so many things are going on that these scriptures apply. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy. It says, never trust thine enemy. For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So the scripture is telling us, do not trust our enemies. Look at that Jake sitting in the midst of them. He's trusting them. He's putting this trust in them. And he'll find out soon enough. Keep hanging around them if he wants to. He'll find out. Verse 11. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. So that's what they're doing. They're in a way, they're humbling themselves. They sitting around the table with them, all close up, probably talking about, different things of school and some things they might have in common. Humbling themselves. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rusts have not been altogether wiped away. They're getting close to him. They're getting real close to him. The scriptures tell you you're supposed to credit a friend. You're supposed to, what's the word I'm looking for? You're not supposed to you're supposed to vet these people. You're supposed to vet them. Jake thinks he's good with them because he's probably known them for a few years. They probably play football or baseball, some type of sporting event with each other, gotten close. They're my friends. They're good. They're good people. I trust them. Verse 12 says, set him not by thee. Look at what he's doing. They're sitting right next to him. Set them not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. That Jake got them all sitting all next to him. He in the middle. 2 of them on each side of him. Or I think it was 3 on each side. I mean, 1 on one side, 2 on another, and then 1 across from him. 1 or 2 across from him. Jake's all up, letting them sit on close to him, and, and people will come and say, oh, what's the problem? He can't go out and hang with them? No. The problem is, have you not paid attention to what's going on out here? The stuff that happened in the past up to this point now, 2026. Have you not paid attention? It's still going on to this day. Why would you put yourself in a situation like that? But again, Jake isn't going to get it because this society has taught him to, especially in his generation, could look like they're about no more than 20 years old probably. But this generation has taught them to what happened in the past, that was a long time ago, pretty much let bygones be bygones. We can move forward with them and stuff like that. No. Scriptures tell us we're supposed to remember the days of old. What happened, slavery and everything, Jim Crow, that really wasn't that long ago. Slavery was what? What, about 150 years or so? Your people had great grandparents that were enslaved. Some had great grandparents were enslaved and so forth. Or even grandparents. Your grandparents were enslaved. Come on, that really wasn't that long ago. And the Jim Crow era was definitely not long ago. You have parents or grandparents that was living through the Jim Crow era of the 30s or 40s or 50s, the 60s. Come on. So the scriptures tell us to remember the days of old. We're supposed to remember certain things because these devils are moving. We always we've been telling you this. They're moving out here. They're getting things ready. When Jacob's trouble really kicks off, you're going to see something. You're going to see how these people truly feel. It's going to come out. There won't be any need to hide it anymore. It's going to fully come out. And then you'll see. So, hey, take heed. Take heed. Let this be a lesson to you Israelites, you so-called Black, Hispanics, Native Americans. Let this be a lesson to you new brothers and sisters coming to this truth. Take heed. Learn, watch the lessons, because this stuff it can save you. The words of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai can save you if you apply it. And if you have faith in what you're reading. And don't get caught slipping out here. That Jake could be the next one. Hey, time will tell. But that's all I had. I hope that was edifying to the flock. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, B'Hashem, Yahushai, B'Hashem, Rahakodash. Double honors the apostles, the elders, great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful lake. Till next time. Shalom.